Welcome everybody. I am Chris 70 with 70 Investments, where we are raising $150 million for our distressed mortgage note fund. Today I wanted to shoot a video of a recent case study that we had. And what's interesting about this case study and what I love about note investing is when you're investing in traditional real estate, location and the property being very desirable, of course, is what everyone looks at. Everyone falls in love with the property. In note investing, you don't always have to fall in love with the property. You want a property that is in a desirable location or a location you would want to own. But more importantly, you want a property that for us has equity. As you can see on our screen, we have this 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,300 square foot home that this is not the prettiest property on the block. But what makes it a great investment for us was the property's worth well over $100,000. And this was a loan that we acquired that the borrower had actually passed away, and there was approximately about a mid $50,000 balance left on this loan. The loan basically had an interest rate around 5%. So based off of that, our discount was significantly higher to achieve the yields we were looking for. So we acquired this loan around $31,000. Now, a component to this when we bought it was the loan was going to be maturing this year, meaning that on a loan, when it matures, any balance that's left on the loan, the borrower needs to come up with that money to pay. Otherwise, it's called a maturity default. They've made the payments, but it's time for them to pay that lump sum at the end. And you may have heard the term balloons. Sometimes when loans are modified, this is very common. So this loan was maturing in December of this year. And our asset management team, which we run in-house, noticed this and started having the servicer reach out to the borrower well ahead of time. And you reach out ahead of time because you don't want to reach out to them a week before December 1st or Thanksgiving and say, oh, by the way, your loan matures. I need you to cut us a check for $50,000. Is what's going to happen. The borrower is going to be like, I don't know what to do, which they did do in this instance, but this was back in August and September. The borrower had plenty of time. Now, added a little twist to this was the borrower had never gone through probate with this asset either. So we had to have our servicer, without providing financial legal advice, steer them in the right direction of, here's someone you might want to talk to. Our servicer and our asset management team did an excellent job of doing that. And most importantly, staying in touch with the borrower. So they would constantly reach out. Hey, how's it going? Where are you at? What's coming along? And the borrower was making significant progress. So much so that the borrower, a month before the loan matured, went to the servicer and said, I have the money. I can pay off this loan. So in this instance, the borrower paid off the loan and we received the full payoff, which was approximately $55,000 balance on this loan. So when we look at this asset, the options we could have done was extend the loan further and let him start making payments. But we always want to try and first see what other exit strategies we have with the borrower. And the first one is say, hey, look, I want you to go try and look to refinance or get additional funding, or you might have the cash for this, but get it paid off and just follow the terms of the agreement. In some instances, they absolutely cannot. In many instances, the borrowers actually can. In this instance, they could. So it was a win-win for both parties where we worked with them to pay off the loan. And then when you look at when we bought this loan from October of last year to today, we're able to collect the payments for the past year and then get that nice payoff of 100% of the balance. So for us, also a win. Who made that happen for us would be our asset management team, who again is in-house, that works for us and have that focus on making sure we're staying on top of our assets. Again, another differentiator I think about 7 is we keep all of that asset management in-house to work with the servicer. It's not third-partied, it's not overseas. So we make sure we stay on top of all our loans. Hope you enjoyed this case study. And for more information, make sure to check us out at 7einvestments.com.